Hey, we're back recording for the first January 6th of 2025. Thanks for those who are watching these. Generally wanted to make this series of videos, trying to put ourselves as maybe once a day, every day, daily vlog, starting the January 1st for me. And I hope that yours is amazing as well, and you have some new resolutions going. Many people started January 1st. Maybe people waited for Monday. I was definitely one who didn't wait for Monday, but started maybe like Thursday, Friday. I had a really good 2024. For those who doesn't know me, my name is Donovan, or they call me Donnie. I'm a photographer here in Chicago. I'm a videographer as well. I'm a filmmaker, and yeah, I love my job. I love the people that I have met through my job and my experiences through a camera. So my life has really changed since I picked up a camera. And for 2025, for anyone who I can inspire to pick up a camera and become a video editor or perhaps just a photographer, I do not recommend it unless you have the power, you have the talent, and you love it very much. If you love it very much, too, it will change your life just like me, and it will make you travel the world. It will make you meet incredible people. It will make you meet not such incredible people, and that's what we're gonna be talking about in this kind of rampage of myself. I'm not gonna be by myself. Actually, I'm going to be with my best friend, which is ChatGPT right here. I will have it in the computer. I'll be talking. Maybe if I go to a rampage and sometimes I want to know something in a specific, well, I just ask ChatGPT. So we'll have it here. I'll share it on my screen. I think you guys can see it now. Yeah, that's it. Like, we'll have ChatGPT with us, and we'll kind of discover and train this model for us to do this series of video. The model gets better, he understands me more, and I hope that you guys also understand me more, and then we kind of go through this journey together. Not only creating this model that I call my AI life, but also build it from the ground up. So this is the first video series, and then I kind of wanted to go and talk a little bit about some of the priorities since we're starting a new year, right? So some of the things that we want to do, what we can create, and a little bit of that. So I have the model here in the computer. I kind of already been having a conversation about what do I want to do in my life, what are some of the new upcoming goals, some things that to me are very important, and I hope that for you too as well. I can share a little bit of those goals right now. So if I ask my ChatGPT, and let's do it here together, as you can see, we have a conversation last night about it. And then beautiful about it is that not only I told him my goals, but I told him to use and resize it for me to display it on my phone. So every time that I wake up in the morning, I want to see some of those reminders, actually 10 reminders that overall will structure your life, and I think it will make it easier for you. So some of those structures could be, hey, I want to become healthier. Hey, I want to drink enough water. Or perhaps, hey, I want to create a new project in life. And then I want to, in this case, not only for myself, but like this project right now that we're sharing together, which is this video series. So as soon as I open the phone, and ChatGPT will have those answers for me, as you guys can see. But not only that, at the end of the day, I can ask, I call him my coach. So I'm like, hey, coach, like follow-up questions. And then the coach will follow up and prompt you to some of these follow-up questions that they will want me to know. So like, hey, what was the steps you take today for fitness, for example? Did you work out today? Or, hey, what was the nutrition? What meals did you eat today? Was it aligned with those goals? What intake? How much do you drink today? Some of the relationships goals that I have, whether in my relationship as well and in my personal growth. Some of those could be like, did you read today? Did you learn something new today? What were some of the new skills that perhaps you're shaping today, like meditation or learning something new? In my case as a filmmaker, perhaps could be a new editing software, a new editing tool, maybe some color grading, all that kind of nitty-gritty for your your profession. I mean, it doesn't have to be, again, like filmmaking. Could be for anything you're doing in life. I'm good at and respecting people that do, for example, sales. So like for sales, a lot of people recommend reading books about negotiation and strategies and phone calling and all that kind of things. If you're a salesman and you're in that position, like I think self-development goes in hand, right? So that's kind of it. It's more about just sharing my experiences, sharing in a day-to-day life, and then hopefully this inspires other people to try themselves, to try something new. Maybe they have been wanting to pick up a new skill this upcoming year, and they just need a time for and someone who like guides them through it. I think ChatGPT is an amazing tool for that. Uh, it kind of takes a little bit of the feelings and then it just goes directly into facts, right? It just goes direct into a methodology that it just allows you to just see it how it is, and then since you are talking and you are expressing more input into this model, it just starts to understand you more and it starts to talk to you more as you and what you need to listen to. So like I think by us sharing this idea together and then just going through ChatGPT and those processes together, I hope that you can also create your model. If you do know how to create your model, it's very simple. You just get ChatGPT. I believe it's a pay subscription for creating models, but highly recommended if you want to adapt it into whatever kind of tools. Could be your partner for the gym, could be your mentor for coding, it could be an image generator, it could be perhaps grabbing data and summarizing it for you. It depends on your work. I think that the possibilities are endless, especially when it comes to model creation. And as you can see, they have their own tools here, for example, for productivity, writing, search analysis, education, lifestyle, programming. Let's see lifestyle, what it has. Astrology, fitness and workout and diet, PDH coach, travel guide, sun maker. I mean, it's insane, this thing. And there are many creators that use ChatGPT for you to advance in your career, or perhaps even create a marketing plan for your social media and so forth. It's a huge, huge tool. I'll give you an example of how I use ChatGPT. I've used ChatGPT as a filmmaker on creating prompts and comments for After Effects. Let's say if you have a logo or something that you wanted to wiggle or you wanted to rotate in a specific form throughout the display. I've had used ChatGPT before to help me write the comments and then just add those comments in After Effects to do it. The last thing that I used ChatGPT for something like that was actually to create in Final Cut Pro. We created a specific custom effect that I will play and place it for my multicam sets for DJs. That way, when we're doing these sets and doing these cuts, the camera already have the movement that we want. Whether this is a zoom in or a zoom out effect, the camera is always moving when those cuts, and then I don't have to manually add it every single time. I just throw the commands, ask ChatGPT how can I do it, and pretty much guide me through. So those tools, I use it a lot. Now I kind of want to expand it, not only on the day-to-day, but also have ChatGPT kind of guide you a little bit the process of what should you be doing every day. And especially if you start training your ChatGPT as to what are your goals. Like, hey, I want to accomplish this year these. Well, I think these machines will definitely help you size your goals into smaller chunks and then just let them know. It's like, hey, I want this overall goal. How can I create daily habits to get me to those goals? Sometimes we get distracted. That's what we have these machines. Like, honestly, technology should be implemented in these kind of ways. Many people have asked me too, like, hey, AI is going to replace photographers, or like, hey, what do you think about those like new videos coming in, like Runway AI, or Clio, or all these kind of new AI tools that allows you to pretty much with prompts like create magical things. Um, is that not going to take your job, or is that going to replace any videographer or filmmaker that is out there? And you could think that way, right? It's easy to just now having these expensive cameras, go expensive crew to get a footage of a mountain when you can just with simple prompts create exactly the same feature there in the same image or the same video there. Especially like I have a friend who like was very surprised with these new video tools when they implement the FPV versions of the camera. So this having he's a great pilot. He will fly through a mountain. Now we can do the same flying through a mountain just using prompts. So I asked him like, what do you think of that? He's like, oh my God, it's taking my job. And is it taking your job? Is it really replacing content creators with these new tools? I don't think so. I think that as a content creator, you must adapt that. You must get to know these new tools and how you can implement these tools into your work. So if you're a filmmaker, you have FPV. How can you take advantage of the footage that you can create plus AI footage to create something new, something never seen before? So I think that just enhances your job as long as you adapt it as it is coming and adapt it at the fullest and start learning. So that's perhaps could be something as one of my things of like I have here, you guys can see here, is like learn something new today. Maybe that's something that as any filmmaker or any photographer could implement. As like, hey, I'm really good at video editing. I'm really good at photo. How can I now start implementing new AI tools into my photo work? Generation fill like in Photoshop. Like how can now I clean up my photos, make it even better now? Before it would take me so long to remove and try to get some little pieces there and out of a picture that I didn't want it. Like using these tools just enhances your job and makes you so much faster, so much better to give to your clients just a much polish and just unseen piece of value content. So yeah, that's kind of how it is. I know the first episode, of course, is gonna be like a little rampage and so forth, and we'll grow together just like we will grow this model together. But that's pretty much the premise of these videos. I don't want to make anything like very cinematic or just a tutorial once again, or it's more like conversations of where we heading, where we going. Make it use it more for me as a way of just creating the habit of giving some value, giving something for the community. I hope to inspire people to create and do whatever they want this new year. So I hope that kind of helps. I don't have to tell you to subscribe. I don't have to tell you to ring the bell. You know that helps. Anyone who's in doing this type of contest online, just a simple click definitely changes their life. It will definitely change mine too as well. So thank you again for having this. I'll see you tomorrow.